Okay, let's try this again. I did this video earlier on my last run and forgot to press record. Those of you who know me know I like taking a lot of pictures and videos, so I'm going to take you a little tour down what I'm doing for work right now. It's a small portion of the line I'm responsible for right now. It's a 10-inch water line. We're pumping from a water source, which is a creek, down to a lease pad with an oil well on it. It's going to be fracked. So up on that far ridge above me, that's where the hose is going to run up and over. It's about 4 kilometers away. Total length of the line is about 10 clicks, so it's not too bad. So this is one of the more adventurous portions of the line I'm looking after. It's up and down in valleys, logging roads, oil lease roads, so it's a little adventurous sometimes. It's +6 today, so the ice is melting off, so now we're playing in the mud games. So the first thing I'll show you here is what's called a slush out. And all that is, it's just a T and a valve tied into the line. So if it gets really cold and the water starts to freeze and kind of bung up a little bit on us, it gives us the chance to blow that slush out of there. And also if there's something ever happened to a pump or anything and the line pressures up, it gives us the ability as a safety feature to relieve pressure. So we're going to head down into a valley, into the first bridge crossing. It's too bad about these cameras never give a true perspective of how steep things are, but it's a lot of up and down. And so I'll be patrolling this line about once every hour or so all night, just to make sure everything's good. So here's our first bridge. So these are always single lane bridges. So we get the hose hung off the side there, chained up for safety. Now we'll start up this big hill. It goes up quite a ways, so obviously I'm going to have to accelerate and go a little faster, make sure that we get up there safe and sound. The roads are actually very good compared to some of the places we work in. They have them plowed nice and wide, and the shoulders aren't really plowed deep into the ditches, which really tends to suck you in. Our last job was brutal, with trucks going in the ditch all the time. We're going to continue up this hill. We'll crest here and it'll flatten out, and then we'll head down into another valley with another bridge crossing. Needless to say, it's quite a bit of an effort getting this hose laid out in place, but everything's going well. They fired it up today and there were no issues or leaks or anything like that, so that's good. But as is often the case, anything can happen, so just be prepared for it. Absolutely beautiful country back here. It's the first time I've worked up in this area, so we're way back in the bush. There's no question about it. It was once we left pavement coming in the other night, it was over 2.5 hours by the time we got to camp. I'm going to start down another hill here. Nice night. It's 7:30 in the evening. It's still +2. We're doing night shift in daylight. It's a sure sign of spring. The pussy willows are out now, which is great. So right here we have a road crossing. It's kind kind of hard to see. It's basically a steel structure we put up over top of the hose in order to allow access to what's down that road. So we're at the bottom of the hill, kind of approaching the beginning of the ridge that we got to go up and over top of. Here is booster 1. So this is in essence my office for the night. So I'll ensure that the pump's running with all parameters in spec and it's running good and fueled up. And we'll continue on past this. Those loops here, and there's another road crossing. To cross, so it takes a little while to get used to these roads. They're a little freaky when you're kind of new at this, but then you start seeing the heavy trucks that come in and out of here, just blow your mind. Think if they can do it, I can do it. Turn here. And it continues on way up the hill. There's another boost pump there that'll give it the final surge to get up over the hill, and then it's essentially all downhill to the lease from there. There's a couple of cut lines that the hose has to go through, which is off-road. We can only access them by foot. We had to put the hose in with track machine, which was an adventure. So anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoy. That's what I'm doing right now. Have a good night.